Guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are on another electric vehicle. But the cool thing is, I'm on a crazy electric scooter today. Guys, what I have the pleasure of riding today is the Hiboy Max Pro. Guys, this scooter can take you up to 22 miles an hour, can take you on the street, it can take you off-road like I just did, and we're gonna get into all of that in just a minute here. So first things first, I wanna mention how this is one of the biggest, beefiest electric scooters I have ever ridden, and that's not in a bad way that I'm saying that. It's actually good. Like, this thing feels super solid. It feels like you could really take it anywhere, to be honest with you. The brakes are very solid. It's going to take you up to about 22 miles per hour, which is also very quick. The scooter has a few different speed modes on it. I believe it has Eco, regular drive, and then Sport. Right now I'm in Sport, obviously, so we're going to be going about 22 miles per hour. And also with mine, I got a really cool bag that comes with it on the front. I will kind of show you guys that once we get to the B-roll. But let's go ahead and get right into the speed test, guys. So to change speeds on this thing, you just got to double click the center button here. We're going to start in Eco mode and see how fast this is going to take us. This is full throttle in Eco mode, and this is taking us about 10 miles per hour. This is about where it's going to hold us. That is full throttle. Let's double tap this button again here. Now we are in regular drive mode. I think this will take us about 15 miles per hour. Right now it's actually taking us 16, 17, so about 16 miles per hour in regular drive mode with the throttle pushed down all the way. Yeah, 16. So now, guys, we are in S Sport mode, and it is taking us 22 miles per hour, and obviously on scooters you don't have pedals on them like a bike, clearly, so this is as fast as you're gonna go. Maybe if you're going downhill, maybe you can squeak 23, but the motor's gonna pretty much hold you at 22 miles per hour, which in my opinion is it's a really good speed for a scooter. And guys, the intro of the video, I was going over an insanely ruddy, rough road at full speed at 20 miles per hour, and this thing was hauling through it no problem. Obviously the suspension isn't like massive, like you're still gonna feel some bumps. It's a, you know, it's an electric scooter, but it did a really good job eating up the bumps. So again, so far off-road, I give a big thumbs up. It felt good, honestly. Now guys, just for good measure, I'm gonna show you guys that you can take this thing off-road no problem, go up little jumps, little things like that. Now obviously you're not gonna, well, you can do what you want, but I'm not gonna be sending this thing off of massive crazy jumps, but you can see you can go up all this stuff here no problem. The scooter handles it, eats it up, no issues at all. So it is cool to just have access to be able to rip this thing on the road or off-road if need be. That is a huge plus for these all-terrain electric scooters. I've owned multiple scooters in the past. The fastest one I had was about 20 miles per hour, but it wasn't off-road, it was just street. So this is, it's a big step up. A couple miles per hour on an e-scooter definitely makes a difference. And for this scooter, guys, it is going to get you around 40 to 50 miles a charge, depending on how you're riding it, obviously. But you can expect to get like a good 40 miles out of a full charge with this Pro model. Guys, this thing has a fully integrated headlight in it. The whole display is integrated into the scooter as well, which I love. And it also has a taillight that has a braking light on it as well. So every time you hit the brakes, it is going to flash a brake light at any people or drivers behind you. So pretty cool. Guys, this scooter is also fully collapsible, so you can fold this thing down, throw it in the back of your trunk or something like that, and it's easy to haul around. It weighs just over 50 pounds, I believe. So again, you can really take this thing anywhere with you. And as I mentioned before, with mine, guys, I got the storage bag on the front with it, and I also got a lock that Hiboy can include in your order as well. I got one from them, very quality. I haven't even taken it out of the packaging yet because I like writing these first impression reviews so you guys see exactly what I think my first time on the scooter, and this is my first time on the scooter. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the lock as well. I haven't had a chance to use it yet though because it is still sealed in the box, brand new. I actually have that along with my phone stored in the bag, so there's plenty of space in there. So guys, the display on this Hiboy, like I said, is very simplistic. So to toggle through your speed, you just double tap the power button. And to turn your headlight on, you're just going to tap it once, it turns it on, tap it again to turn it off. Pretty simple. And what's cool is the lines on top here, the green and red, is like an RPM gauge. As you go, you can see it'll go from green up to red. And it's just kind of, again, an RPM gauge is literally what it is. It'll show you when you're maxed out at your speed, when you're blinking red there. And the battery percentage is below that. You can see it's 2 bars is red, low, and the other 3 bars are green. That is your battery percentage there, so you can know exactly what you're sitting at when you go cruise this thing around. And guys, when you input your brakes, you can see the brake on the top left corner of the display. It is orange lines right there. It shows you how much input you are putting in your brakes, which actually is really cool. I have not seen that on any electric scooter I've ridden before. It's really a small feature, but I like those things. I like the small stuff, you know. Another thing always worth mentioning, guys, putting this thing together was so simple. It comes pretty much fully assembled. I just had to slap the bars on, make sure the handles were where I wanted them. And honestly, guys, that was pretty much it. It was super simplistic. Comes with the manual and all the tools you need. Trust me, it's one of the easiest assemblies I've ever done. All right, guys, this is the Hiboy Max Pro electric scooter. Guys, per usual, we will start with the heart of the scooter right here. The battery is a 48 volt and then I believe 16 amp hour battery, maybe 15 amp hours. It's going to get you, they claim, just over 46 miles on a charge. So really in the range of 40 to 50 miles per charge, depending on how you ride it. If it is completely dead, it is going to take you about 8 to 9 hours actually to fully charge, which is a little on the longer side. However, you do get a lot more travel time on the Pro model here versus the old model. So the extra charge time, not a big deal when you leave it plugged in all night, right? And the motor in this thing, guys, is mounted in the rear wheel, I believe, and it is a 650 watt max motor. I believe continuous is 500 watt, but it's definitely got the balls to push this thing 22 miles per hour. One feature I love about the scooter is when you have the headlight on. It's hard to see right now because it's during the day, but you do have ambient lights on the side here. It's almost like underglow. It makes you very visible at night. The LEDs run along both sides of the scooter, so you are fully visible to traffic. And like I said, you also have a tail light on the back, which makes you even more visible. The tail light is fully functional. When you hit the brakes, it's going to flash, alerting the driver, biker, person, whoever's behind you that you are slowing down or stopping. Guys, you have full suspension on the front and suspension on the back as well. So this thing really, I mean, you can step on it and feel and see the suspension taking place as you're riding it. Really smoothens out the ride. They did a good job. I mentioned it before, this thing weighs just over 50 pounds. I believe the max weight limit on this is, I want to say 265 pounds, I'm pretty sure, which is a good amount of weight for a scooter. The headlight, as you guys can see here, very bright, and at night you can tell even more. Obviously, I'm filming during the daytime right now. Guys, these grips so far, I love them. They are actually very kind of like soft rubber kind of, but they don't feel too plasticky. They feel pretty tacky rubber, so I really do like that feeling. And the throttle is a thumb throttle on the right side of your scooter for you right here. Very smooth and easy to use. One thing worth noting is this scooter is not going to take off from a stop. You have to get it going maybe 1 or 2 miles per hour. You can see, then you can hit the throttle. That's pretty typical for these electric scooters. The brakes, guys, super powerful. They are not hydraulic. They are just regular old mechanical brakes, but they work very good with this scooter. It's not much weight to stop, and I like them. It comes with a really quality bell. These are the type of bells I love. You can just kind of like keep rattling through them instead of the thumb ones. So that's kind of a cool spot for it too, right next to your left brake lever there. I also love what they did with their logo and stuff here in the model. Just kind of run it down both sides of the handlebars here. Just the Hiboy Max Pro. It adds a good look to the scooter. I love that they threw their logo right here in the center. They just did a really good job of putting it together. Guys, the scooter also rocks reflective tape all the way around it. You can see all the orange tape and a couple reflectors on the front forks as well to keep you even more visible at night. The tires, I believe, pump up cold to 35 PSI. I believe they are 11-inch wheels. So again, pretty beefy wheels for a scooter. Both your wheels have guards above them to keep dirt from flying up. They add a good look to it. And overall, I just really like this thing overall. It has a really smooth feel, charges up really nicely. And speaking of charging up, this is your charging port here on the right side towards the rear wheel. And guys, here's the little bag here. You can see the amount of storage that's in here. I have my phone in here. It has a little clip for maybe cards or anything like that. And you have your lock here I was talking about. This is what I got right here. And last but not least, this scooter is fully collapsible. Again, you're just gonna pull this tab, unclip that. This is gonna fold down, and now your scooter is completely collapsed and you can throw it in your car. store it in your house, whatever you got to do. All right, guys, enough waiting around. I'm going to hop back on this thing and go for a little joyride again. Another thing that's really cool and worth mentioning, you can connect to Hiboy's app in the App Store. I think it might actually connect Bluetooth to the scooter to help track stuff. But you get on the app and it'll track your trips, your total time on the scooter, possibly even battery life and stuff like that. I could be wrong on that one, but it tracks a lot of cool things, so definitely check that app out. So guys, that is my take on the Hiboy Max Pro. It is a great scooter if you're looking for one that can take you off-road and on-road and has great distance on a full charge and has a good top speed. This is definitely for you. And I will have a link below for you guys to go purchase your very own Hiboy Max Pro electric scooter. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.